Today I am going to explain another module called there are 12 modules. Introduction to cyber security, Python programming, computer networks, cloud computing, information security, network security, cryptography, application security, security auditing, cyber forensics, mobile security, ethical hacking. So out of 12 modules, today I am going to explain 9th module, security auditing. 9th module, security auditing. What is meant by security auditing? And define security auditing. And in this audit planning, what is audit planning? In this one, we need to explain what is meant by scope of audit planning, pre-audit planning, data gathering, audit risk, then followed by the risk analysis, phase approach, that is risk assessment. What are the advantages of security auditing? What are the disadvantages of security auditing? What are the research challenges? Research challenges of security auditing and applications of security auditing, security auditing tools, security auditing techniques. So these are the 10 topics today I would like to cover, and followed by the project implementation. Today complete project implementation, and there are 11 tools I have identified in cyber security. Each tool for each group I am giving today for homework. You need to identify that tool features, services, and you need to give the presentation next week. So cyber security tools are 15 tools are there, but out of 15 tools I have chosen best 11 tools for 11 batches. Okay. So what is meant by define security auditing? See, so in any organization or any university, there is a auditing committee. They are checking the quality of education, the quality of the product, and they are checking the employees of that organization. Various parameters they are checking auditing team. Security auditing refers to the process of assessing the quality of the product, assessing the employees, how many are working, and evaluating an organization's or system's security measures, what sort of security measures they are using, and what are the rules and regulations, that is called policies, and procedures, what type of procedures and protocols they are using to identify vulnerabilities, means security issues and weaknesses or errors or mistakes or any cyber attacks, cyber crimes, what not. So vulnerabilities and weaknesses that could be exploited by attackers, malicious attackers or cyber criminals. Such type of information is called security auditing. Keep in mind, security auditing, they are assessing and evaluating organizations or systems security measures, policies, protocols, procedures, rules and regulations. Why? To identify vulnerabilities or any weaknesses that could be exploited by attackers. It is a comprehensive and systematic review of security controls in security measures, risk management practices, and security policies to ensure they are effectively protecting the organization's assets and information from threats. So they are doing the comprehensive and systematic review in order to identify various types of vulnerabilities and weaknesses. Okay, so why they are doing? They are effectively protecting the organization's assets and information from the threats. Security audits are usually performed by independent auditors. Maybe they are conducting as independent auditors, internal auditors, before visiting external auditors in order to assessing and evaluation, in order to perform companies and the organization assessment and evaluation of the employee and the quality of the product, or security professionals who use a variety of tools and techniques including vulnerability assessments, penetration testing. They are checking whether that organization having some rules and regulations, protocols and employment policy, notification of the employee welfare, various things they are going to check. Insurance and compliance audits to identify potential security risks and vulnerabilities. Then the results of security audits are used to make recommendations. Why they are doing assessments and evaluation of the organizations?
No, Priya, join the session, Priya.
Hello? Hello, sir?
Okay, when it will work.
The results of security audits are used to make recommendations. They are going to give suggestions and conclusions for you. In an organization or any system. So the second concept is what is security auditing and audit planning. It includes scope, pre-audit planning, data gathering, audit risk. If you see, a security audit is a systematic evaluation of the security of a company's information system by measuring how well it conforms to an established set of criteria. So that is called security auditing. An information security audit is an audit on the level of information security in an organization. That means what are the major components they are implementing under information security, how well they are performing security auditing, assessing and evaluation in an organization. Maybe they are using CIA triad, confidentiality, integrity and availability. It is an independent review or examination of a system records. They are verifying documents, files, activities, employee policies, employee welfare and product of the quality and related documents. They are checking, they are reviewing, maybe internal auditors and external auditors. So even as an employee, I am checking yearly my audit of the income tax. I am paying income tax for the Indian government, and I have one auditor. He is going to assessing and evaluation of my annual salary, how much, whether I am cross tax is 30% of your monthly salary. That means, suppose you are taking per month 1 lakh, you need to pay 30,000 for tax for the government, and 70% you are getting. So independent review and examination of a system's records and activities to determine the adequacy of system controls, ensure compliance with established security policy, means any type of protocols and rules and regulations and procedures, detect breaches. You need to identify any activities, criminal activities happened, or any attacks happened, or any malicious activity happened in security services, and recommend any changes that are indicated for countermeasures. So that's why internal auditors or external auditors, they are giving the report at the end of the day, which consists of what type of attacks happened, breaches happened, malicious attacks
Join the
happened,
session.
what type of security measures you are taking. They are giving recommendations and they are giving conclusions, observations of the organization. So see the difference between internal versus external security audit. Internal audits are performed by internal audit team of the company. External audits are performed by any third-party audit vendor such as Astra Security. Okay. So, a through application security audit typically tests the security of the web system's entire infrastructure. So that is the difference between internal versus external security audit. So audit planning is nothing but a security audit is a comprehensive assessment of your organization's information system. Typically, this assessment measures your information system security against an audit checklist of industry best practices.
Did you drop the mail to our ma'am?
Established standards or
Yeah, did you drop the mail?
that is called
Okay then.
security of documents which are involved in an audit is an important factor in all auditing. So the audit scope ultimately establishes how deeply an audit is performed. Maybe external auditors, internal auditors, they are checking each and every record of the organization. Okay. So the audit scope ultimately establishes how deeply an audit is performed. It can be ranged from simple to complete, including all company documents. That is called the audit scope. So planning the audit includes establishing the overall audit strategy for the engagement and developing an audit plan, which includes in particular planned risk assessment procedures or protocols and responses to material misstatement risks. That is called planning the audit. Either statistical or non-statistical sampling methods can be used to collect audit evidence and to control risk. So specific data gathering tools and techniques include what they are doing, the internal and external auditors. They are conducting interviews, questionnaires, checklists, focus groups, observations, and inobtrusive measures, obtrusive measures, and you can call it as unstored records, means you are storing 10 years data information. That is called security planning. Audit risk is the risk that an auditor may give an inappropriate audit opinion on financial statements that are materially misstated. To reduce the audit risk to an acceptably low level means the auditor needs to be more than certain that the financial statements are not materially misstated. Then audit process. So what is meant by audit process? How the external and internal members are performing. Every audit process is unique. The audit process is similar for most engagements and normally consists of 4 stages like planning, sometimes called survey or preliminary review, field work, audit report and follow-up review. That is called audit process. It consists of 8 steps. Planning means you are planning to measure the security controls and security services of the organization. Notification. So in this audit process they are giving notification when they are going to visit our university or our organizations to conduct the assessment and evaluation. Then opening meeting, they are sending the opening meeting circular or invitation. Field work, if it is related to any field work, they are doing assessment and evaluation of the organization's welfare and report. Then report drafting. After completion of their meeting, they are preparing report, which consists of the control measures, security holes, vulnerabilities list, cyber attacks, any kind of report. Employee organization's welfare, list of employees, and salary, rules and regulations, notifications, product of the organization, various things they are going to report drafting, then followed by management response. How the management response for seeing that report drafting, what is their response, and they are giving countermeasures or any response to report prepared by the internal and external reviewers, auditors. Then closing meeting, yes, they are closing the meeting, means end of the meeting. Then final audit report distribution. That report is distributed to managers, head of the departments for their understanding level of the organization. These are the 8 steps of audit process. There are 4 C's directors should consider when evaluating the sufficiency of any risk-based audit plan. Those 4 C's are culture of the organization, competitiveness of the organization, compliance of the organization, and cyber. Cyber is a term or jargon of IT or virtual reality or augmented reality or related to computers. Okay. So for evaluating the sufficiency of any risk-based audit, then these are the important elements of security program. Security is nothing but protecting our company's information and policies, protocols, etc. Program is nothing but collection of instructions or procedures, rules and regulations. Security program is to give the training on awareness of organization's policies and protocols, for assessing and evaluation of their product and employees' welfare. Then security program is assessing the risk assessment of the organization. Then the security program conducts meetings and campaigns regarding policies and procedures to get the awareness of employees, existing people in the organization. This security program takes and performs business cases like projects, external projects, internal projects, etc. This security program is to design and implementation in order to perform assessment and evaluation of the organization's information. Then security program is managed services of the organization. So these are the major components of security program. Then if you see security audit services in an organization. So security audit services refers to companies that provide various security audit processes like vulnerability assessment and the risk assessment, what type of attacks happened during 2021 to 2022, and penetration testing. They are checking how many threats attack happened, incidents happened, breaches happened, and the compliance audits to organizations. If you see security and audit, what they are going to do in security audit? Vulnerability scans. It's nothing but check for known vulnerabilities in trouble areas. They are checking for any errors or loopholes are there in the organization. That is called vulnerability scans. Policy review, risk assessment. What type of protocol they have implemented and circulated among the employees. They are giving report findings and action based on the organizational risk. That is called the policy review, risk assessment. Study historical data. That means, so the legacy of the employees' welfare or services and rules. Examine application network, server and device logs for threats and trends. So, study historical data concentrates how well this organization given best services past 10 years or more. They are checking those study historical data. Then the last one is review security settings. After visiting external auditors, internal auditors, they have given the excellent report of the organization, and they are reviewing security settings like within all applications, the networks or servers or devices, you need to use these many servers, these many employees are available, these many security holes and measures are there. You need to take countermeasures in order to protect companies' information, rules and regulations, protocols, etc. Then see the types of security audit. Usually black box security audit, grey box security audit, white box security audit. See, white box security audit is nothing but everybody knows who is coming for assessing and evaluation of the organization. And the black box security audit, we don't know the background level. They are checking, they are assessing and evaluation of the organization's information and the welfare of the employees' information. Through they are doing any breaches or any security happened, security incidents and audits, malicious attacks happened, any hacker attacking through internet in the background level. Such type of incidents are identified by the external or internal auditors. That comes under black box security audit. White box security auditing, we know when the external and internal auditors are coming to visit or through virtual private network. If any attacker entering into our organization, so these people are identified through this virtual private network. So they are preparing network and application documentation. Grey box security auditing is nothing but, so 50% of black box security auditing rules and 50% of white box security auditing rules they are implementing in this grey box security audit. These are the types of security auditing. Then the third concept in today's security auditing, risk analysis is an important component of security auditing and involves assessing the potential risks and threats to an organization's systems, and here are the key steps involved in including conducting a risk analysis for security audit. The first one is identify assets. How many assets of the organizations? Begin by identifying the assets that need to be protected, such as servers, applications and data. So how many servers are at risk? Sometimes with viruses and malware attacks, even our system says your system is at risk because of those malware, those viruses, some threats, etc. Identify threats. In risk analysis, why do we want to do risk analysis? We identify what type of potential risks and threats are there in the organization. So, identify threats. We are identifying potential threats that could impact the organization's assets. Assets is nothing but how many employees are there, how much infrastructure we are using, and there are various assets of the organizations. Identify vulnerabilities. So in this risk analysis, we identify the vulnerabilities and the weaknesses that could be exploited by the identified threats. So what type of threats are happened? Vulnerabilities, breaches, incidents, cyber attacks, malicious attacks happened in the organization. Then the fourth one is likelihood. See, assesses likelihood. It's nothing but it determines the likelihood of each identified threat and the vulnerability. So what type of threat or incident or breach is going to happen in the future? That is called assessing likelihood. Then assess impact. Determine the potential impact of each identified threat and vulnerability on the organization's assets. We are assessing the impact. With this server, what type of online examination I can conduct? With this data center, what type of project I can implement? That is called assess impact. Determine risk level. Using the likelihood and impact assessment, determine the overall risk level for each identified threat and vulnerability. So we are identifying overall what type of risk is happened and for each identified threat and vulnerability. Then seventh one is develop risk management plan. So as a security auditor, you need to develop a risk management plan that outlines, that highlights the actions that will be taken to mitigate the identified risks. That is called a develop risk management plan. The eighth one is monitor and review. What is meant by monitor and review? As a security auditor, regularly monitor and review the risk management plan to ensure it remains effective and up to date. As a security auditor, I am assessing of the organization's assets and employees' welfare. Everything I am checking, and I am auditing and reviewing how best I can do for the organization by conducting this risk assessment, risk analysis. Then a security risk assessment is a point in time review of your company's technology, what type of technology you are using, how many people are working, and the processes to identify problems. What are the rules and regulations, protocols using to identify problems? Risk management is an ongoing process where you round up all the identified risks in your company and work towards eliminating them. That is called risk management. According to the Office of Civil Rights Guidance on HIPAA, HIPAA is nothing but health insurance portability and accountability. For every employee in an organization, they are doing group policy or health insurance policy, some insurance, and a security analysis is an accurate and thorough assessment of the potential risks and vulnerabilities to the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of EPHI held by the organization. That means electronic physical health insurance. So that is the HIPAA is issuing for every employee insurance. If you are getting any accident or any type of attack happened or anything vulnerability happened to you, there is a EPHI issued by the HIPAA. In a security review, we review your key assets, yes, organization's infrastructure and current security strategy, what type of firewalls, what type of security measures you are using, and controls and information technology infrastructure, and prioritize your top vulnerabilities, risks, and recommended security control solutions. If you see risk analysis, there are two tests we are performing, major security review and gap analysis. What we are doing in this security review and gap analysis? See, just a review of your security posture against your target of specific security regulations, means what are the protocols, best practices security, and prioritize your vulnerabilities and necessary controls, that means gaps. You are identifying gaps of the organization to protect your key digital assets. That comes under security review and gap analysis. That's why if you see the universities and organization, they are conducting bridge courses and bridge workshops, and they are conducting a bridge gap between university and industry. So what type of courses they need to study, implement in the industry level. They are including their industry standard curriculum. That is called to fill the gap analysis between organization and employees. Then second one is security test. Security test diagnose actual vulnerabilities by testing specific areas of your security infrastructure. It consists of network vulnerability test, maybe external or internal. So it automated test applies from outside and inside your network to identify basic vulnerabilities to common current threats, internal scanning looks at all endpoints and network devices for risks. Then network penetration test, what they are doing, internal and external test. So targeted attacks on your network by white hat hackers looking for vulnerabilities to sophisticated attacks from the inside or outside of your network. Then the security test consists of social engineering test. So what is meant by social engineering test? Pretending to be a trusted party to manipulate an authorized user to provide access to confidential business secrets or information about usernames and passwords. That is called frequently phishing exploits. Then the securities test covering the Wi-Fi review and testing. Wi-Fi is nothing but wireless fidelity, and what they are doing examines the security of the wireless topology and design. Wireless components such as controllers, access points, client workstations, and mobile device settings are reviewed to ensure proper security measures. Then security test performing VoIP testing, voice over internet protocol. Keep in mind, voice over internet protocol testing, what it is they are doing. Test VoIP system for vulnerabilities and secure configuration. See, that means as a customer, as an employee, you would like to interact with the organization. How do you will interact? There is a toll-free number. So that toll-free number comes under VoIP testing. They are testing whether your organization toll-free number is working or not. So nowadays chatbots replaced by that VoIP candidates. Usually we can call it as a BPO, receptionist, etc. Security configuration is nothing but examines the security features and settings of IDS, intrusion detection system, intrusion prevention system, and ultimate test monitoring, security appliances, and other security solutions for optimal security integrations. Then security test performs operational test. Selected test of various corporate systems for security controls such as application software test. Physical security test, what they are going to do, testing of physical and environmental infrastructure for appropriate security controls for office and data centers and vulnerability to environmental disasters. Then the last phase, third-party vendor reviews. What they are going to do, review third-party business associates for compliance with your security standards or with the security regulations. That is called a security test of third-party vendor reviews. This is a comprehensive and complete description of risk analysis. So, risk analysis of IT audit consists of IT audit means information technology audit. What type of technology you are using in the organization, and this IT audit and security risk assessment consists of security risk assessment and audit, that is called SRA. Okay, and they are assessing cyber insurance risk assessment, whether your organization is giving insurance related to cyber insurance risk assessment, whether your organization is following Wi-Fi, wireless fidelity related to internet, and VoIP, voice over internet protocol, video conference, risk assessment, etc. Then this ID audit and IT audit and risk assessment, what security risk assessment, what they are doing, cyber security compliance assessment, what type of protocols you are implementing, what type of assessments you are using. Then finally, merger and acquisition risk assessment, any combined rules you are using. This is about the risk analysis of IT audit. Then security assessment. If you see security assessment consists of what type of relations you are maintaining with the public and what type of technology you are using in the organization and what type of security experts are visiting to the organization in order to find out the loopholes, security measures and assessments. Then finally, employees are having insurance or not, that comes under security assessment. Security assessment is an explicit study to locate IT security vulnerabilities and risks. A security risk assessment identifies, assesses and implements key security controls in applications. This is called a security assessment. Then the fourth concept in the security auditing is a phase approach or risk assessment. Risk assessment is a critical phase of security auditing and involves identifying and evaluating potential security risks and threats to an organization's systems and data. There is a phase approach to risk assessment. There are 8 concepts are presented. One is define the scope. So begin by defining the scope of the risk assessment, including the systems, networks, servers, data center and data that will be included in the same assessment. That is called define the scope. Then second one is phase approach is identify assets. Identify the assets that need to be protected, such as servers, applications, databases and sensitive data. Identify threats. Identify the threats and risks that could impact the organization's assets. Then fourth one is assess vulnerabilities. Assesses the vulnerabilities and weaknesses that could be exploited by the identified threats. Determine likelihood and impact. Determine the likelihood and the potential impact of each identified threat and vulnerabilities. Develop risk management plan. Develop a risk management plan that outlines the actions that will be taken to mitigate the identified risks. Then monitor and review the risk management plan regularly to ensure it remains effective and up to date. Then we see the phase approach risk assessment is to identify the hazards, decide how might be harm and how to evaluate the risks and decide on control measures, record your findings and implement. You can do it yourself or appoint a competent person to help you, such as identifying hazards, assessing the risks, controlling the risks, recording your findings, reviewing the controls. Risk assessment is the name for the 3-part assess process that includes risk identification, risk analysis and risk evaluation. So this is called a risk assessment. Okay. Then followed by the risk assessment process. There are 8 steps involved in the risk assessment process. The first step is identify the assets, maybe hardware related infrastructure, software related infrastructure. That comes under identify the assets. The second one is determine the critical level of assets. What type of security holes are presented, what type of vulnerability attacks happen. Then third one, identify the threats to each critical asset. Then identify the existing countermeasures. That means existing security is existing countermeasures. Then determine the vulnerability level of each critical asset. And the sixth one is determine the risk level of each critical asset. And the seventh one is recommended security upgrades to reduce high level of risk. And finally, perform a cost benefit analysis in support of upgrade recommendation if possible. These are the 8 risk assessment process steps are involved. If you see risk assessment steps, step 1, identify the hazards, means security incidents, breaches, cyber attacks, malicious attacks, etc. Step 2, decide who might be harmed and how. That is comes under step 2. Step 3, evaluate the risks and decide on the precautions from the organizations. Step 4, record your findings and implementation them. That is fourth step of risk assessment. Then step 5, review your assessment and update necessary. That is called risk assessment steps. Then 5 steps approach in risk assessment I have explained. Once again you can see step 1, identify the hazards. Step 2, decide who might be harmed and how. Maybe employees. In employees again technical and non-technical. Who might be harmed and how. Then step 3, evaluate the risks and decide on precautions. Step 4, record your findings and implement them as early as possible in the organization level. Step 5, review your risk assessment and update if required. Then see the fraud risk assessment methodology and approach. So, what is meant by fraud risk assessment methodology and approach? It happened during the last 6 months. So, how do these phases are performing for fraud risk assessment methodology and approach? Phase 1, they are planning. Planning phase is called phase 1. And phase 2, fraud risk identification and assessment. They are identifying what type of risk is happened. Phase 3, identify and assesses fraud risk controls, what type of control measures they are taking. Phase 4, monitoring and evaluation. Finally, we are checking through online or offline how many security incidents happened, how it happened, where it happened, which department the attack is happened. Everything we are monitoring and evaluation. Then the fifth concept is advantages of security auditing. Security, see, advantages of security auditing is nothing but there are advantages of conducting security auditing in an organization, some of which are identify security risks. That is one of the advantages. What they are going to do? Security auditing can help identify potential security risks and vulnerabilities or attacks or malicious attacks or any incidents or criminal breaches activities, criminal activities, vulnerabilities in an organization systems and networks. That is the first advantage. The second advantage is improve compliance. But security auditing can help ensure that an organization is meeting industry regulations and compliance requirements. Means based on the industry standard, you are getting salary or not. So that is one more improve compliance of the employee of organization. Then third one is enhance security posture. By identifying weaknesses and vulnerabilities, security auditing can help an organization improve its security posture and develop a more effective security strategy. That is called enhance security posture. So that is called, you can call it as advantage of enhancing security posture. Okay. So these are the advantages, and fourth advantage is prioritize security investments. See, security auditing can help an organization prioritize its security investments by identifying the most critical assets and risks. Then that is one more advantage. And strengthen customer trust. A strong security posture can help enhance customer trust and confidence in an organization's ability to protect their data and information. That is called strengthen customer trust. Then enhance incident response. Next advantage, security auditing can help an organization develop effective incident response plans and procedures which can help minimize the impact of security incidents and data breaches. Promote continuous improvement. Security auditing can help an organization develop a culture of continuous improvement by regularly assessing and improving its security posture. So that is called advantage of security auditing. You can call it as security auditing advantage. There are 7 types of advantages we are studying in this. Next one is the benefits of security auditing. So security auditing has numerous benefits for organizations, including improved security posture. I have explained. Helps ensure an organization is compliant with relevant security regulations and standards, avoiding potential legal and financial penalties. And risk assessment, I have explained risk assessment.
Hello.
Incident response is nothing but security auditing helps organizations improve their incident response capabilities by identifying potential weaknesses and vulnerabilities that could be exploited during an attack. Then the fifth benefit is cost savings. How do you save the cost of the organization? Security auditing can help reduce cost associated with security incidents and data breaches by identifying and addressing vulnerabilities before they are exploited by attackers. See, if anything happened for organization people, they are claiming insurance. Suppose car accident, car burn, anything happened. So in that case, the benefit of cyber security, they are getting the reimbursement of the incident. Then business continuity. Ensure business continuity by identifying potential disruptions to business operations and implementing appropriate controls and measures. Third-party risk assessment. Security auditing can be used to assess the security posture of third-party vendors and partners to ensure they meet the organization's security requirements and standards. That is called third-party risk management. The 8th one is enhanced reputation. Benefit of security auditing. A strong security posture and compliance with security standards can enhance an organization's reputation and credibility with customers, partners, and stakeholders. These are the 8 benefits of security auditing. See the few more benefits of security auditing. Identify security gaps and non-compliance. That is one more benefit of security audit. Security identify the need for change in policies and standards. Then protect the information technology system and infrastructure against attacks. Evaluates the security of data flow, effectiveness of security training and awareness. These are the benefits of security audit. Then security audit benefits are verify that your current security strategy is adequate or not, check that your security training efforts are working or not, uncover any extraneous hardware and software, reduce cost by fixing the use of unnecessary resources, uncover flaws introduced by new technology or processes, prove the organization is compliant with regulations. These are called security audit benefits. Then seventh one, challenges of security auditing. Security auditing can be a complex and challenging process. Overcoming these challenges requires careful planning, effective communication, and a commitment to continuous improvement, etc. Some of the key challenges of security auditing includes evolving threats. Means it is a major challenge of security auditing. Security threats are constantly evolving and becoming more sophisticated, which means that security auditing must keep pace with these changes to remain effective. Technical complexity is a challenge of security auditing. In this modern information technology environments are complex and may involve numerous systems, networks, and data centers and applications, which can make security auditing difficult and time consuming. Then third one is skills and enterprise. Conducting effective security audits requires specialized skills and expertise, which may be lacking in some organizations. Then the data volume. Data volume is a challenge of security auditing. The volume of data generated by information technology systems and applications can be overwhelming, making it difficult to identify and prioritize security risks. So that is one more challenge. Budget constraints. Implementing and maintaining effective security controls and measures can be expensive, and some organizations may not have the budget to invest in security auditing and remediation. That is one more challenge of security auditing, budget constraints. Resistance to change. It is one more challenge of security auditing that implies implementing security controls and measures many require changes with the resistance from employees and stakeholders. Then the seventh research challenge is false positives. Security auditing tools may generate false positives, which can lead to wasted time and resources investigating non-existent security issues. So false positive also one of the security challenge of security auditing. Then the eighth one, applications of security auditing. So security auditing has various applications and benefits for organizations and businesses. The specific applications of security auditing will depend on the organization's needs and objectives. Here are some of the key applications of security auditing. First one is identifying vulnerabilities and risks. So security auditing can help identifying vulnerabilities, attacks, criminal activities, breaches, and risks in an organization's systems and the networks that may otherwise go unnoticed. That is called identifying vulnerabilities and risks. Compliance and regulatory requirements. Security auditing can help ensure an organization is compliant with relevant security regulations and standards such as HIPAA or GDPR. So these are the applications of cyber security auditing. Continuous monitoring and improvement. Security auditing can be used to establish a baseline of an organization's security posture and then monitor changes and improvements over time. Risk management. Risk security auditing can help organizations prioritize security risks and determine the appropriate level of investment in security controls and measures. That is comes under risk management. Incident response is one of the application of security auditing. Can help organizations improve their incident response capabilities by identifying potential weaknesses and vulnerabilities that could be exploited during an attack. The sixth one is third-party risk management. Security auditing can be used to assess the security posture of third-party vendors and partners to ensure they meet the organization's security requirements and standards. That is called third-party risk management. So last but one, list out security auditing tools. How many tools we are using for security auditing? There are numerous security auditing tools available that can be used to assess the security posture of an organization. The selection of tools used for security auditing will depend on the specific needs and requirements of the organization. Here are some commonly used security auditing tools. I think everybody knows these security auditing tools. Those are Nmap. So what is meant by Nmap? Nmap is a security auditing tool, a network mapping tool that can be used to discover hosts and services on a network. Nessus is a security auditing tool, a vulnerability scanner that identifies vulnerabilities and misconfigurations in a systems. Then Wireshark is a security auditing tool, a network protocol analyzer that can be used to analyze network traffic and detect suspicious activity. Then OpenVA. So OpenVAS is a security auditing tool, an open source vulnerability scanner that can scan for known vulnerabilities in systems and networks. Then see the fifth security auditing tool is Metasploit, a penetration testing framework that can be used to identify and exploit vulnerabilities in systems. Sixth tool is Aircrack Engine. It is a security auditing tool, a suite of tools used for testing Wi-Fi network security, wireless fidelity network security auditing tool. John the Ripper, it is a security auditing tool, a password cracking tool that can be used to test password strength and security. Snort is a security auditing tool, a network intrusion detection system that can be used to detect and prevent network-based attacks. OSEC, an open source host-based intrusion detection system that can be used to detect and prevent intrusions on a system. Syslog and Ng, a logging tool that can be used to centralize and manage logs from multiple systems and devices. Then the last topic in security auditing, list out security auditing techniques. There are various security auditing techniques used to assess the security posture of an organization or system. Here are some commonly used security auditing techniques like vulnerability scanning. Vulnerability scanning is a security auditing technique. It is a security auditing technique. Vulnerability scanning. Then penetration testing. So vulnerability testing is nothing but this technique involves using automated tools to identify known vulnerabilities and misconfigurations in systems and networks. Penetration testing is nothing but this technique involves simulating an attack on a system or network to identify vulnerabilities and weaknesses that could be exploited by an attacker. Compliance auditing. It is one of the security auditing techniques. This technique involves assessing an organization's compliance with relevant security standards and regulations such as PCI, DSS and HIPAA. Then risk assessment. This technique involves evaluating the potential impact and the likelihood of security risks and threats to the organization. Code review. This technique involves reviewing the source code of applications to identify potential security vulnerabilities. Social engineering test. This technique involves test the effectiveness of an organization's security awareness training by attempting to trick employees into divulging sensitive information or performing actions that could compromise security. Network mapping. This technique involves creating a map of an organization's network to identify devices and services that may be vulnerable to attack. Log analysis. This technique involves reviewing system logs to identify suspicious activity or potential security incidents. So with this one, theory part is completed. Now the interview questions. What is your understanding of security auditing? Security auditing is the process of examining an organization's security systems, processes to identify vulnerabilities and ensure compliance with the security standards and regulations. Can you walk us through your experience with conducting security audits? Yes, sir, I have experience in conducting security audits for various organizations in different industries. How do you keep up with the latest security threats and technologies? Keeping up with the latest security threats and technologies is essential for effective security audit. Then can you describe a particularly challenging security audit you have conducted and how you have handled it? Yes, I have experience conducted a security audit for a financial services company that had complex security systems and regulations to comply. How do you prioritize security risks during an audit? Prioritize security risks during an audit is essential to ensure that the most critical risks are addressed first. Then what is security auditing? Security auditing is a process of evaluating security of a system, network, applications, data center, or organization against a set of established security standards, policies, rules and regulations, or best practices. List out security auditing techniques. Vulnerability scanning technique. See, vulnerability scanning is a security auditing technique. Penetration testing, security configuration review, access control review, application security review, social engineering testing, and physical security review. List out security auditing tools. Nessus, OpenVAS, Nmap, Herb, Suite, Metasploit, Wireshark, Aircraft NG, OSEC, Snow. So with this one, I am closing the 9th module, security audit. Yesterday Edil sir might given homework or assessment or reading in the afternoon meeting, afternoon training. So now I have updated the information, security auditing. This information I will share with you. So my dear students, I am going to stop here. We will see project implementations of individual projects. I have given, I think, 3 batches code how to execute. You need to take a Excel sheet of your input data or CSV file format. Once you have Excel sheet, we can convert into comma separated variable .csv file. Okay. If you see VECA input file, ARFF, attribute relation file format, like any type of file, it has to take input and process our execution. My dear students, if any student has not done this subscription, please do subscribe my channel. I am uploading each and every video of cyber security in my channel. So with this one, I am closing the theory session. Now I am going to explain and demonstrate project implementation. So how many batches got code and tried? Hello, my dear students.
Does the project have the documents? Hello? Yes. Have you memos?
Any idea how many batches you got it?
Yes. Have you memos?
Hello.
Okay. No.
Why students are not responding? To 40 students are there. My voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And okay, that's good. And anyone implemented project? See, there is a procedure for implementation of your project. First, you need to collect the data set. Data set may be Excel sheet or CSV file format data set. Yeah. So I think 1 or 2 batches sent data sets. I am evaluating, I am checking, and I have given one data set that is called power quality data set. So in that power quality data set, I have included number of instances or threats and malware. Then it is going to verify our data. See, now I am going to execute that one. How to execute the main project. Likewise, see, my screen is visible. Hello, please.
Yes, sir.
My screen is visible, Amma. Okay. Now see, so I have implemented support vector machine. Once again, I am opening first that file, notepad space svm.py. This code, at least you can try. This one I have developed and I have sent to in the online I have sent. See, this is the code I have tested for CSV data. CSV means comma separated variable. For heart disease prediction, you can remove this heart disease data set prediction. You can include malware detection or packet sniffing data set or cyber security data set or cyber forensics data set or any kind of mobile security data set. or web security data set. You can download from the internet Excel file or CSV file. If you get Excel file, we can convert into CSV file. You need to check the columns. Only you need to change the aim of the program, like write a Python program to perform packet sniffing detection using support vector machine. You need to change like that. Then this code as it is you can use. Here you need to change column variance, like variance, skewness, kurtosis, entropy, and class, target class, because it is a classification technique. Support vector machine is a classification technique. Then column names in the data set like this. Age you can change here. So there you need to use your data set columns. How many columns are there? So you need to change age, gender, cholesterol, like for related to heart disease. Then this is the data set you need to give here. Malware detection data set.csv or malware cyber forensics data set.csv. Here you need to change. That's all. The data set name you need to give and the column names you need to change. That's all. The program will execute. Now see, and what is the data set I have taken? So I am opening, first I am executing, then I will see what type of data set I have used for my implementation. See now Python is executing. 303 records I have taken and I got 70.95% accuracy. Now what is the data set? Can you see in this one? Heart data, just I am giving example. Heart data set one. So this is the data set I will change here. Malware detection data set. So now see here, I would like to open Heart data set 1.csv. You can open. See now my system is opened Excel sheet. My screen is visible. Please.
Yes, sir.
So this is first column, means age of the person, age. Then cholesterol is there or not, BP is there or not, any kind of testing. Finally target class. One means whether that patient having a heart disease or not. So 0 means there is no heart disease. 1 means there is a disease. Like that. See, zeros are also presented. Last column is target class. Means classification is a supervised learning. It uses target class. We are calculating whether that person having disease or not. Or we are calculating malware detection, whether the malware detection, how many threats it is identified through, how many threats are happened, no threats are, that is called 0. Like that, this is the data set, this is CSV file, and like this you can execute your project. And who are expecting code from my side? I am going to share with you right now. Tell me. Yeah, tell me.
So for geolocation extraction.
Okay. Now I am giving geolocation. Geolocation. So I am giving geolocation data set. Please check. I am sharing. So you need to do. Yesterday I have given. 1 second. So where is your batch? Yesterday night I have seen. Like this, you can search Okay. What is it? What is your problem? Ma, what is your problem?
Sir, data set for geolocation extraction.
Okay. Geolocation. Geolocation. That's a
Extraction.
Okay. Geolocation extraction. Data analysis using machine and deep learning code. Now see. So my chart GPT is generating a code for implementation of geolocation extraction. Okay, so data set you are taking data.csv, comma separated variable. Okay, now see I'm please open all of you. Try to execute now, please. Please open your system. Open, all of you. Yeah, now I am sharing the code. Please see the geolocation extraction. Please go to your WhatsApp. The aim of the program is this one, and the code I am sharing with you. Code. See here, I am sharing the code. Now you can create. See, just I am creating notepad space geolocation dot or extraction geolocation extraction dot py. Okay, I am creating the file. So this is the aim of the program is the hash. I am writing aim of the program Python code here. Please write down Python code. See, Python code for implementation of geolocation extraction, data analysis using machine and deep learning techniques. Okay, so now I am closing this one. Save yes, and you can check this code in the WhatsApp. You can also create this file and try to execute if any data set is available. Next whose code? Whom do you want the next code?
So better script development.
Yeah. So geolocation, I am sending the data and I am sending the file also. Please download and try to execute now. Any small data set you can take and execute. Later we will take excellent data set. First 2-3 columns you can take and perform your own data set. Next, Amma, whose next project? Tell me.
The ethical assessment plan.
Better. Please speak.
Better script development using ML and DL techniques.
Better script development.
Yes.
Okay. So Python code for implementation of better script development, data analysis using machine and deep learning techniques. See now, it will generate automatically your code, and but in this code you need to do our analysis and our information. We can keep it. Okay, so we need to take the data set. That's all. Remaining things it is performed. Now, so I am generating the code for geolocation extraction. So now I am giving. Okay. Please do, all of you, Who's this uh, Python code for? Okay, who's this? Manaswini or who's this?
Yes, sir. Manaswini.
Yeah, Manaswini, I'm sharing your code in the group chat. Please take and create. I'm creating a notepad file also. Please check now.
Yes, sir.
And I'm copying this one. I'm copying this code, evaluation. So try to understand each and every comment is presented there. So notepad space. What is that, Amma? Your topic mean? Better script development. Yeah, betterscript.py. I'm creating the file name betterscript.py. Now, so this file I'm sending to you. Okay. So now try to execute and find out any errors are there. You need to find this. So this week completely you need to, tomorrow and day after tomorrow you need to execute a complete project implementation. Please try to execute.
Sir, hacking data sets.
Yeah, I'm sending that file also, don't worry. Yeah, any doubt please ask me.
The data sets
Sir,
how
can-
to use.
Yeah, I'll give you data script where it is. Data script Python file I'm giving. So you download from the next one. Who is next one? Next project.
So can we issue a project with Jupyter Notebook, sir? Is that okay?
Huh?
Jupyter Notebook, sir. Can I use Jupyter Notebook?
Yeah. Jupyter Notebook also fantastic.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anything. Those are the next project, Amma. Whose next project? I think night I have shared whose mobile security data? Hello? Mobile security data. Whose? See, nobody is responding. Hello?
No, for mobile security data. I want ethical hacking, sir. Ethical hacking and
You want ethical hacking data? Okay. Code. Okay. See now, Python code for implementation of ethical hacking.
and data.
Yeah. Ethical hacking data analysis using machine learning algorithms. Okay. Now see, Python code for implementation of ethical hacking data analysis using machine learning and deep learning. So now I am giving ethical hacking data set. So data set giving load the data. Very simple data. So who's this so next batch, please download. Please check. Code. I'm giving for this batch code. Please try. So I'm sharing the code. Now see. So I'm copying.
నాకు మన పాస్వర్డ్ గుర్తులేదు అందుకే ప్రశాంత్ బ్రదర్ ఏమన్నది గ్రూప్లో
This is the code. Ethical hacking. Please see here notepad. Notepad space. ethical hacking
షెట్టింగ్ కానీ బైక్
Dot
అడిగి అది మెయిల్
ethical hacking dot py. Okay, so this is the data set.
నేను
And
బైక్ సార్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను మెయిల్ ఐడి చాలా అడగమని.
okay, now see the aim of the program. Who's this project?
So group 11 project.
Group 11, very good. One second, I'm taking this. Okay, this is group 11 project, ethical hacking. Perfect. So now I'm writing aim of the program. Okay, controls. Save it. Okay. Now please download your data set from the WhatsApp I have sent. So this one, C drive, users, ethical hacking. E stands for ethical hacking. Okay. Now download. Next another project.
So application monitoring.
Okay. Application monitoring project. Very good. So go to Python code for you remove this ethical hacking. User application monitoring. Application monitoring data analysis. Application monitoring data analysis using machine learning and deep learning techniques. So now it is going to perform. So what is the aim of the program? Application monitoring. Batch number, please download from the WhatsApp. Batch number. Whose batch? So
3,
compile
sir.
the model. Yeah, batch number 3. Train the model. Evaluate the model on the test data. Yes. So this is yeah. So I am copying this code or simply okay. Now please download your code and try to execute. I am sending this file also. One second, I am downloading. Yeah. Now say this is the code. What is application monitoring? My file name is notepad space application monitoring .py. Just I am giving the file for remembering easily. Application monitoring. Okay. So now what I am going to do? So here comment section I am writing aim of the program. So write a Python program. Write a Python program to perform implementation of application monitoring data analysis using machine learning and deep learning. Okay. Application monitoring. Please download from the WhatsApp. Your file also I am sending. Next whose project? Hello. Please tell me. Application monitoring. Next pending. Mobile security issues, data analysis. Who's that mobile security issues? Is there anyone? Okay. Is there anyone web security issues, data analysis, web security issues? Please respond. Anyhow, I am giving the problem. I think they are not there in this chat room or application monitoring. I am removing mobile security issues or risks. Mobile security risks, data analysis, Python code for implementation of mobile security risks, data analysis. So I am reading data.csv, load the data. This is for mobile security. Compile the model, train the model, and evaluate the model. Please keep in mind, these are the steps we are following in this CNN model. This is a CNN model at least. And SVM I have given. Both algorithms also you can include in the code and as well as in the documentation. Please, you need to complete within this week, and you need to send me the document for correction. Okay, so I'm sending in the group. Please see here, mobile security risks. For them I'm sending the night. I have sent 3 members code. Now I'm sending remaining students code. You need to create a file. Okay, then see, I'm creating.
తీసుకో, ఏదైనా బ్యాగ్లో తీసుకో, నేను చూసి తీసుకో, మళ్ళీ అందులోనే పెట్టేసి.
Please open your system and try to execute. So this is notepad space mobile security .py. Mobile security.py. I'm creating the file. Whose batch this one? Mobile security. Please respond. Batch number. Hello. Please tell me batch number. Why you are not responding? The aim of the program is okay. Yeah. Aim of the program. 1 second. I'm writing name of the program. Mobile security risks. Next, I'm sending in the group chat. See, users, Sharavati, mobile security. Where is mobile security? This is the Python file. Okay. Next, web security risks, data analysis. Who's web security? Hello. Please respond. Web security risk analysis using machine learning and deep learning. Nobody is responding. Why?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, implementing at that time I'm getting errors, sir.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll check. Don't worry. First, you need to collect the data and analyze the columns. You need to analyze the columns because your data set columns are different. Yeah, definitely it will give error. Don't worry.
No, sir, it is giving like no module named pandas like that. But I
That is you install. Pip install pandas. That's all. Pip
Sir,
install.
but still it is giving like that.
Okay. I will do it. Don't worry. First try.
We have to write pip install pandas or pip install pd.
Still it is giving same error.
Yeah, so we have to write pip install pandas whole or pd only.
No.
Pip install.
First installation. I will ask you to share your screen. Please wait some time. I'll call you. Next, who's the web security risks data analysis? Please see here. I'm sending the code. Please. I think this is the last project. Can you check? How many projects I have sent, Nayan? Please count. So far, how many projects code I have sent?
Okay, sir. Sir, wait for it.
You check in the group chat how many projects code I have sent. This is web security code. This is web security. I am giving.
Sir, 8 codes are there, sir.
8 codes are there. Night I have sent 3, including that one.
Yes, sir, including that 8.
Okay. That means few students not yet started their implementation. Mobile security, now web security. Batches, 3 batches. Please respond. This is a main project you need to implement. Eight batches. Next batch, please tell me the problem statement. Without problem statement, how I can help you. This is implementation. I think you have prepared. You have prepared already. What I can say, PowerPoint presentation and documentation. Okay, this is web security related project. Now I am sending a file. This BC web security users Sharavati web security. Yeah. Now, what are the files are? I think I need to check in your PPT. Any batch is pending? Any code? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6
Okay,
plus
sir.
3, 9. Okay? Anyone?
Network ports, can you explain, sir?
Very good, very good, very good. Network port scanning. That problem I need to give code. So network. Wait. Network port scanning. Network port scanning. Network port scanning risks. Data analysis. Network port scanning. Okay. So now I am sending the Python code for it. So PD is a short form of pandas. You need to install NumPy. Next, let's see how many 35 members are there. Okay. Now I am copying the network port scanning. So I am sending the code. Please try to execute in your system. So next. I think every code is key. 10 is completed. Network port scanning is over. Now, I'm copying this code. See now, I'm giving network notepad space network port scanning .py network port scanning So I'm creating one file. Okay, I'm giving the aim of the program. Python code for network Python code. I'm saving network code scanning code. Please download from the internet. WhatsApp. I have given WhatsApp. Network. You need to go to users. Where you are creating network code scanning. See here. Okay. Next, one project, one more group is left. Can anyone identify? Or all you got it? Now check all of it. I don't think so. One project is left. For remaining, I have given all for 10 projects. I have given. Let me check right now how many projects we have given. Yeah, these are the 12 projects. Implementation of geolocation. Whose batch this geolocation? Implementation of geolocation extraction.
Sir,
Number?
7, sir.
7 batch number. Next, implementation of network port scanning data analysis. Batch number. Batch number. Network port scanning. This one is completed about better script development.
Yes, sir.
Next, application monitoring I have given. Packet sniffing data I have given. Cyber security data analytics, okay. Cyber security data I have given. Web security I have given. Cyber forensics I have given. Malware detection I have given. Mobile security I have given. Ethical hacking I have given. Okay. 12th one is cloud security. If anybody would like to do this project, also very important. Okay, 11 batches is over. Now 12th, if anybody interested is cloud security issues, very important project. I am going to help you. I will take today. I am going to execute this. Wait. Cloud security. This is cloud security risks data analysis. So data set you need to collect. That is very important. Once data is now see. Please. am giving 12th project code. If anybody is interested, please see now. Cloud security. So cloud security, not bad. Cloud security.py. So with this one I am closing the project implementation. Now I am giving 11 tools, 11 batches, 11 tools. Please write down, Nayan. I am giving the 11 tools, cyber security tools you need to give presentation next week, including this one. Nayan, please write down. Group 1.
Okay, sir.
I'm sending this one. Last project, cloud security. Cloud security. Yeah, this is the project. Okay. Please write down, Nayan. I am giving the
Yes.
So title of the project, title of the tool, please write down. Group 1.
నేను కొన్ని బటన్స్ పని చేయమనుకుంటా మౌస్తో చేసుకో ఇలా ఉంటుంది కదా రైట్ క్లిక్ వస్తుంది
Group 1 now, first group 1 tool is, please write down group 1 tool. Nmap. Nayan.
Yes, sir, I'll write. Yes.
Yeah, group 1 tool is, cyber security tool is Nmap. You just, after writing, you can post in the group. They have to prepare the PowerPoint presentation about that tool. What is the tool? What are the features of the tool? What are the applications of the tool? What are the functions it is performing? What are the services of the tool? And practical exam. Try for practical exam. Like that, 20 to 30 slides you can prepare about that tool. Next, second group. Second group, write down Metasploit. 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 Group 2. Next, group 3. Wireshark. Group 3 is Wireshark. Group 3 is Wireshark. Group 3 is Wireshark.
శ్రావణి పీకిలు పెట్టావా ఇవాళ పెట్టలేదా?
Next, group 4. PURP. 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 Next, group 5. Snort. Nayan, are you writing?
Yes, sir, I'm writing.
Group 5. Snort. 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 Next, group 6, Nessus, NUSSUS, Nessus. Next, seventh two, OSEC, OSSEC, OSSEC. Next, Kali Linux, next batch number. Nayan,
Eight.
batch number.
8 is.
Kali Linux, please write. Next, ninth one, Aircraft NG, please write down. Aircraft hyphen NG. Next, Open BAS, next batch. Open BAS. Open BAS. Next, my batch number.
11, sir.
Next, last 11 one. Okay. GPG. Include GPG. Okay. So with this one, I am closing the session. So this presentation you need to prepare next week and try to implement. If anyone gets any doubt, please WhatsApp me tomorrow and day after tomorrow. I will help you where you are getting errors and all. So that's all for today's session. Any doubt we will discuss in the Monday. This is the main project you need to execute. Okay, and that's all from my side. I am closing the session.